Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna. Today I'm going to be continuing on my little series of reviewing Studio Ghibli movies and completing them with a little look inspired by one of the posters. So today's video is going to be Castle in the Sky, and this is the second in the Studio Ghibli catalog, which was released in 1986. Somehow 1986 still feels like it's more like 14 years ago. It's really weird. Time is weird. So this movie starts in a very exciting fashion. It starts aboard a massive airship where one of the main characters, Lushita, has been taken captive by a military group. And a group of air pirates, sky pirates, called the Dola Gang, kind of storms aboard the airship and is kind of fighting against the military group. These two groups are kind of at war with each other. And while they're clashing, Lushita tries to escape the airship. She slips and falls from a very great height. However, her necklace that she's wearing around her neck begins to glow and allows her to float slowly down into the arms of a boy named Patsu, who works as a miner in one of the villages. Convinced the necklace is the reason why Lushita is being sought out, the two of them go on the run together to protect the necklace and to protect Lushita. It is later revealed that Shita is actually a descendant of a kingdom called Laputa, also known as the Castle in the Sky. This is an ancient civilization of great advanced technology and power, and they must ensure that these ancient powers, including that of Shita's necklace, do not fall into the wrong hands. I feel like Castle in the Sky has a lot to say about the greed, narcissism, and obsession of humans. The leader of the military group, named Muska, wants the power of the Ethereum crystal so that he can rule over the kingdom of Laputa himself and wield all the power in the world to essentially become a god. At least that's how he likens himself to be. In my opinion, Muska is probably the most evil of all of the Studio Ghibli villains because of the lengths he's willing to go to in order to obtain this power, including putting children in harm's way. He's willing to shoot them. It's very jarring for a film that's supposed to be, aimed at children. It's still rated either G or PG. I can verify that and put that up on the screen for you. And although the Dola Gang, the Sky Pirates, also want the crystal, they don't want it for the same reasons. They don't want it for power. They're pirates. They seek things out for treasure and for money. So when they see the necklace, it's basically just another trinket to them. They thought it would just garner them some cash. So it's not really a means for them to abuse others. When they find out that this is what Muska intends to do, and that's their enemy, they're willing to work together with Patsu and Shita in order to stop him. As the old saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. In some ways, this movie actually kind of reminds me a bit of The Lord of the Rings, and how humans would become so obsessed with obtaining the power of the ring to the point that it would corrupt them. It would test each of them to see if they were worthy of that power. In the same way, people who come into contact with the Ethereum crystal, such as Shita's pendant, become obsessed with its power, or the idea of obtaining power, and become corrupted by it unless they are truly pure of heart. Like the character Uncle Palm says early on in the film, to use the crystal for selfish reasons will bring great destruction because the crystal belongs to the earth, and to the earth all things must return. The character animation style in this movie in particular from Studio Ghibli reminds me a lot of Lupin III, which shouldn't be too surprising considering Hayao Miyazaki did work on Lupin III, sort of in the late 70s, early 80s. Laputa itself looks absolutely breathtaking, truly looks like a fully realized lived-in world. I would like to visit there if it existed. Unfortunately, it does not. There's some more humor in this film as opposed to Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, for a nice kind of balanced blend between light and dark moments, and Joe Hisaishi's music is just gorgeous. I love his soundtracks, and this one is one of my favorites. This is a really wonderful contribution to the Studio Ghibli catalog, and has definitely remained one of my favorites throughout the years. Now, if you would like to see how I achieved this look, which was inspired by the poster, again, I'm getting all the posters from IMDb just for continuity's sake. Just stick around and I'll show you how I got it.
To start this look off, I'm going to be taking a warm matte brown eyeshadow through the crease and transition area on a big fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to take this matte red shade lower down in the crease on a smaller fluffy brush and just blend those two together. And to make sure I get a nice smooth blend between the two shadows, I'm taking the previous shade and the previous brush. The next shadow I'm using is a matte olive green, and I'm going to be putting that on the outer corner of the lid using a packing brush. For the rest of the lid, I'm going to be taking this very bright matte yellow shade using the same packing brush, making sure that blends in with the olive green. And I want to add just a hint of shimmer, so I'm going to take a metallic golden yellow and just pat that right over top of the lid. On the lower lash line, I'm going to take this metallic cranberry red shade, and I'm just going to smudge that all along the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take this duochrome blue shade and put that on the inner corner and brow bone of each eye. A single coat of mascara is all it's going to take to finish off this look, and then you can see that this is the finished eye look up close. To finish off the rest of the face, I'm going to take a matte mauve toned blush and put that on my cheeks. I'm also going to take a subtle white gold highlighter and put that on my cheekbones. Finally, for lipstick, I'm taking a matte liquid lipstick that's in a nice, slightly warm-toned red shade.
This is the finished look for Castle in the Sky. I hope you enjoyed the video, and next time I will be doing either My Neighbor Totoro or Grave of the Fireflies. They were both released in 1988, so when I can make up my mind on which one I want to do next, then I will do the next installment of this series. Please take a look below if you want to find out where else you can connect with me on the internet, and if you'd like to subscribe, there's a little button below where you can do so. If you don't want to, that's okay. Hope you're all staying very safe and very well, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye everyone.